Here we go.
Fucking Balinese motherfuckers with 5 billion cables running everywhere. Load it, you son of a bitch.
Yeah, Normie, do you reckon there's a Bahasa word for segregation? Because I don't reckon there.
I'd suck heaps of dicks for $20 million.
No one cares about your saggy tits and your fucking.
Is your name?
I want to beat her to death with a dead fetus.
We're not saying anything wrong. We're just saying that teachers fucking boys is hot.
Come in my ass.
We're not endorsing kid porn. We're just giving you an avenue to do it.
Always down.
I hate when they call us the pommies. You guys are the fucking prisoners. You're fucking rapists with a tan.
How can you watch this through with like just laugh? Is that actually period blood?
Yes.
That's a lot. You'd have to like.
You have an abortion or some shit, like what the fuck?
No, should I suck dick now? Should I take it up the ass?
Only white privilege I believe in is white woman privilege.
Yeah.
White male privilege doesn't exist. They work for their shit. They work for their shit.
I'm fucking leaving. You guys are sickos.
Don't be that misogynist.
You know who you're talking to here.
Okay.
Listen here, bitch. Faggots, whores, penis, come in your ass, come in your mum's ass, come in your dad's mouth.
Nothing beats a bottle of red wine and a fucking solid wank.
We're allowed to be hypocrites. That's the whole thing about this. We are all hypocrites.
Hi.
Terrible.
Hello.
It certainly was terrible.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought I'd just drop by and say hello.
Oh, where the fuck did Josh go? He's gone already. He died.
Yeah. That's how bad the
He's
stream
already.
is. It's actually made Josh disappear.
It's got an anti-wog filter on it, eh?
Well, fucking none of us would be here if I had that.
Yeah, I'm fucked.
No, we're clearly not wog enough, eh?
Maybe not.
Not wog enough.
Well, so I'm a halfie Danish and Italian, so what do? You can choose either one.
We don't want to be a Dane. Fuck that. That's gay as fuck.
Yeah, not really. I've got to wear clogs and shit.
Yeah.
Have you ever tried wearing clogs? They're
Who
fucked.
thought, mate, like your feet, like they got to deal with hard shit all the time. And then when you like walk on grass, you're like, this is nice. This feels nice on my feet. And then the Danes were like, nah, bro, have you tried wearing wood? Have you put wood on your feet? It's hell good. Like, what a fucking bunch of morons, eh? What a
so
stupid
do you
culture.
reckon do you reckon it was the roommate of the guy who invented Crocs?
Yeah.
That was
Probably.
their battle. Yeah.
But aren't
So they-
Crocs like famously comfortable as fuck though?
Yeah, but that's what I mean. Like one of them invented clogs, and then the other one was like, "Fucking hold my beer can, I'll show you."
How fucking
Just
awkward would it
invented-
be too? Like Denmark's got like all the dikes and stuff, right? And the low level like water tables everywhere. So you just clogs in fucking water trying to walk around. You can't do
Oh,
anything.
I thought you were talking about lesbians for a second then. I was just like,
Oh,
what,
dykes.
are lesbians into wooden shoes or something? I don't understand the reference, eh?
So they've done clogs and dikes, and that's it. What else they done? Oh, and weed.
Oh, they got good weed, do they?
Yeah, they do.
Wow,
they
that's
do
not-
weed good.
Is that to take away the pain from all the ulcers on their fucking feet? It's
And
like
they got
we haven't figured out shoes, but we just smoke through it. It's all good. Like,
and they got like, and they invented super fucking tall chicks with blonde hair and blue eyes.
they did. They
It's
did.
Fucking
like
ridiculous.
it's like those German shoes. What are all the chicks wear, and they're fucking hideous.
Oh,
Right.
the Birkenstocks.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
how is that
Yeah.
comfortable? It's like the hardest shit.
So my cousin's a lesbian, and she started wearing Birkenstocks because that's like your fucking, I don't know, it's like your blue tick of like I'm definitely a lesbian.
Oh, these.
Yeah, dude, they're fucked. And then my sister started wearing them, and I was like, this makes sense because you've never been able to hold a man down in one place. So
Is that them?
yeah,
Yeah, they're hideous.
What the fuck? It's like half a shoe.
Whenever you see a dude wearing a pair of them, you know he's a massive homo.
Dudes wear them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
bro. They're
Yeah.
like unisex.
Everyone
right.
in Germany wears them.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. They're all made out of Jews.
It's a clear sign that you've given up on any kind of appearance-based footwear.
Yeah.
It's all about
100%.
functionality.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Is
if
it though?
If that's the
Wearing
case,
a slipper everywhere? That's not
Yeah, if-
functional.
if that's the case, then you have a thing that's already the most comfortable yet ugly shoe on the planet in Crocs. So if it's functional, then
Man,
you're just in the middle, bro.
slippers are functional over here because you've got to fucking take your shoes off every time you go in somewhere.
Yeah.
So,
In
like,
Bali?
yeah,
What?
if you're going in a house, not in a restaurant, but
Who goes
Yeah,
into
you don't
people's
wanna-
houses in Bali? Aren't they just huts?
Yeah, you don't want to dirty the mud floor.
Yeah.
Oh, don't
Take
get
your-
mud
take
on
your
my
shoe-
mud.
dude,
The only place you should have to remove your shoes to get into a house is in India because you're literally walking in shit. And it's just like, take
Well,
those fucking things off before you get inside my house.
yeah. There's a dude right next to me here. There's like rice paddies, and he's been cultivating his rice paddy field recently, and he
Yeah.
lives in this like literal shack in the fucking corner,
Yeah.
and it's in Changi, right? So like everything around him is like $1 million fucking villas and shit like that. Then this poor cunt just living in a shack, and they can't kick him out because it's his rice field. So he's like, "Fuck you, I'm staying."
No, good on him.
Yeah, I reckon.
How is Uncle Ben, by the way?
What's he say? Jeff has a pair for sure. Shares them with his sister after they fuck. Yeah. Jeff, I haven't.
When it comes to shoes, though, like, why didn't we just stop at the sneaker? You know, like, we nailed it. The sneaker's the most comfortable shoe. Game over. Over footwear.
What about
sneakers.
what about pumps? Pumps were pretty comfortable back in the day.
What's a pump?
Reebok pumps, man.
Is it a sneaker?
Or not? Yeah, but it has
Yeah,
like
so
air
that's
in
what I
it
mean.
that you pump.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. But that's what I mean, though. Like, they invented sneakers, and then ever since then, it's just been better versions of sneakers. So it's like,
but like
job done, shoe world. Like, you nailed it. Give up.
the
Stop.
90s had the more comfortable because they were high tops.
Mm.
Whereas now that we don't really have high tops anymore. They do, but not many people.
In my opinion, the Adidas NMDs are the most comfortable shoe ever because it's
NMD.
literally NMDs. They're like it's like that fucking stretchy material. So there's no like solid part of the shoe. It's literally like wearing a sock that's a shoe. They're fucking ridiculously comfortable.
Yeah.
And like they just don't break. They're fucking mint.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've got some sort of gutter glue going on. It's fucking next level.
And they can also be turned into cooking oil, those shoes.
Yeah, you can eat them in a pinch. Yeah.
You know what? You know what
They're
shoes
good.
fucking suck in just about every way, but I always buy them. These fucking
Vans. Fucking
Yeah.
Vans. Yeah.
Nikes.
These.
Nah.
They're the worst shoe possible, eh?
They
Fuck.
they are the Western version of a fucking clog. Because they feel like just like it's like you might as well strap fucking ceramic tiles to your feet and walk around. They're that comfortable, like.
Yeah, the sole is like that fucking thin.
Right. Fuck.
You
And
feel
they're
every
dead-
rock and pebble.
dead flat. Like
Yeah.
they just got fucking dudes out there screening them perfectly flat, and then they're like, "We've done it. We've nailed the worst shoe ever."
And
At least
everyone buys
even clogs have like a bit of a fucking
They do.
shape to them, you know, like
Yeah.
the actual natural shape of your foot.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't. They're like the flattest shoes ever.
Yeah.
Fucking
They're
horrendous.
definitely not good for
Literally,
your
though.
feet. They're
Still
definitely-
wear them though.
I think I bought a pair of half cabs fucking years ago, which are like the Steve Caballero like model, and they were for the first day, they were the world's most comfortable shoe, and then literally every day after that, they were like a road. It was fucked. Like it's almost like they've got technology that lures you in when you're in the store that you're like, oh, these are the best shoes ever. As soon
Yeah.
as you walk out of the store with a receipt, they're like, nah.
Yeah. There is something to say about that though. The number of times you make a purchase and then the moment you're out the door, it's garbage, and you're like, is the lighting different in there? Like, did they spray something in my face as I walked in? Did Drew just disappear?
Yeah.
Dude, that he
Feels
literally
like a motherfucker.
that was a paranormal activity.
That
right
was
there.
fucking
Like,
weird,
yeah, it's just 1 minute he's there, bing, gone.
It looked like the whole background changed.
Yeah, Drew, your internet's so laggy, Drew. You literally just disappeared. Like we didn't see the transition of you getting up and going. You're just
It was
gone.
perfect.
Yeah,
But yeah, like you said, like Josh said, the lighting changed. Like you left and it got dark, and it was like, what the fuck?
yeah. And then a chick started crawling out of a TV. Like,
Right, you sound horrible, Josh. What the fuck's going on?
Oh,
You got COVID.
I can barely talk, man. Like my voice is fucked. Yeah,
So
it's
what-
good.
Yeah. Well, so I got a fucking email. Well, we got an email from the range saying they're shut again because everyone there's crook.
Funny how they can get the whole city crook like instantly but like
It's fucking hell, man.
dude, there's
What's going
something
on?
going around at the moment, bro.
It must be,
No, like, so I was looking at our employee roster today, man, and it's just like sick leave across the board. Like, no one's done a full week in fucking forever. It's fucked, man. Like, it's actually crook. And yeah, it just seems to like it. Like the weather's fine. Like it's not like it's a little bit chilly in the morning, but it's not like pissing down with rain. You know, it's not like hot and cold. It's just sort of like steady early autumn weather, and like every cunt's sick. It's just like this isn't like why is it ever since COVID came out people just get sick 24/7? Like
yeah, I know. There's definitely something that they're doing because
I
it
spent
never
almost
happened.
the whole of last winter sick, like literally, like fucking 3 months. I just felt like
I reckon it's a shedding, like you boys were saying, because like
Yeah.
I'll fall victim to it every now and again, but fucking I don't know, man.
Well,
like
I
it
mean,
seems
it
to
doesn't
be
even
worse,
have to be,
but it seems
doesn't even
worse
have
for
to
you
be that
guys.
because it could just be like if you like I agree with it could be that no one knows, but like if you take a bunch of people, give them a vaccine that fucks their immune system, they're going to catch shit easier and they're going to spread shit because they caught shit easier. So all these people have got suppressed immune systems. Now they're getting sick more, and then the poor cunts that didn't take the fucking stupid jab are paying the price for it.
Yeah, but I reckon that that
Did you
it's
say
like
that?
even though you guys didn't take it, I reckon it and so as well.
Well, man, it's a fact. They've been analyzing like the blood of everyone, people that didn't have it, and it's the same now. You know, it's got all the same shit from the vaccinated people. Like, but it's not new. They've had self-spreading vaccines for years with animals.
Yeah.
They've tried it for years.
Yeah, they just fucking pump it into the beef and shit, eh?
Yeah, or they just put it into an animal and then it spreads onto the other animals and they all get it.
Yeah, and then goes into the humans.
They've been doing that for years, man.
Yeah.
It's
awesome.
It's
awesome.
It's probably
really
just a
good.
conspiracy theory like digital ID passing, you know?
Yeah. Did
it's
you
all
see
bullshit,
they passed it through both houses now? That bill
saw
today.
What bill's this?
Yeah.
The digital identity bill that
Oh,
they've been.
really?
Digital ID bill.
Yeah.
Slavery
What is
bill, yeah.
so? What does it entail exactly?
I don't actually really know. I haven't.
Well,
like,
it's just a
looked at all.
piece to it's the same as the COVID jab, right? Oh, we're not making it mandatory. We're basically making it available for us to be able to do it, and then they're going to force you into it. So,
So what they're doing is that like they're making everything go digital, right? With this ID, and then your currency is going to go digital as well. And then like we've seen with the banks already, they're closing branches down. So they're like, we're not forcing you into it. We're just going to make all other means like null and void. They don't exist anymore, so you have to do it essentially.
Well, this
and
one
then
is
you'll be like,
the only
oh,
one that they actually force down your throat. So the legislation will be there's no way around it. It'll be mandated, and everything will be tied into your digital ID. So it's welcome to the gateway for social credit.
Yeah, awesome, sick. We're there.
yeah, no, and It's the thing we've been saying for so fucking long, and we've watched over the last 4 years play out exactly how we said. They're going to give you digital money, it's tied to your health passport, and they're going to be like, you've got to take, you're not up to date with your 700 vaccines, you can't come into your office building to work, you can't get on the internet. It's going to be your key to getting on the internet.
Yeah, we've turned off the oxygen filter to your house. Like, you can't just open up your windows and just breathe anymore. It's like, we've turned the oxygen off until you get jabbed. Your personalized house robot will jab you, and then the windows will open and we'll turn the filters back on.
Even regardless of the direct implications, right? Imagine a government that makes critical decisions about your future and health in secret without your say.
Yeah, it's fucked.
Like, what else are they going to vote on? That's all you have to think about. Cunts are so complacent about it. Well, like you said, Drew, like people don't even seem to think it's real if they even know about it.
Yeah.
It happened. It just happened. Like it's one step away from being legislated where we don't have an actual choice other than saying, fuck you cunts, we're not doing it.
Did you see that German MP? She's one of the chancellors of the European Union, and she just did this. She addressed the whole European Union, but she was basically saying, "Stop, like everyone of the world, stop thinking that these governments have your best interests at heart." She's like, they're turning democratic free societies into totalitarian regimes globally, and that's their plan, and that's what they're doing. And she's like, speak up, grow a pair of balls, basically, and speak up. But like, you got people in that high position saying it, like, get your head out of your fucking ass. They're turning your society into a totalitarian hellhole. That's the whole plan. It's not, you're not going to be free ever again. And we'll keep saying it until one day it's completely fucked. And we'll be like, thanks, you fucking cocksmokers.
That's the problem. In this case, there is a Pandora's box, man. Like you can't put this fucking toothpaste in the tube once this is signed on. So the only step from here is an actual fucking revolution. Which, if everyone's too complacent to even recognize that this shit's going on, I'd wager they're probably not going to get a stand up and fight for it.
Yeah. The problem with Australia is that we're too multicultural, that we don't have like those deep roots. Like fucking those European countries where like they try and pull that shit in certain countries over in Europe, and like just if you park your street in the car, forget about it. It's on fire now. It's upside down. Like, you know, millions of people will come out and just basically show the government like, no, we're not going to fucking put up with this shit. You can't, I really don't feel like yeah, exactly. Like, I personally don't think that we're going to ever have that in this country, man. It's like the Australian pride thing's dead. Like, there's no real hatred anymore, man. You know, it's fucking hard to see people coming together like that. And then also, so many people here are just fucking like bending over. You know,
but just everyone's still fat and complacent, plain and simple. Everyone's got, you know, everything. It's hard to live. Like, not a single one of us here is like, we're crushing it. So much indispensable fucking income. Don't need to worry about anything. But we just fucking continue to put up with it.
Yeah.
And they're letting 100,000 people in here a month, you know, and that's still going on. 1 million last year. And, you know, you look at Hungary, the Hungarian president or whatever, just made it law that if you have 4 or more kids, you never pay income tax again. So there's someone that actually is trying to save his own culture and his own country rather than destroying it with mass immigration.
Yeah, but the Muslims and the Jews will just move there and fucking outbreed the Hungarians in a heartbeat, though.
Yeah.
They'll move there with like 8,000 fucking Lebanese cousins and, you know, open up 16 kebab shops and just fucking take over.
I know, we've got enough kebab shops. They're good. They're good kebab shops. We've got enough. We don't need any more.
Hey, dickhead, we need more kebab shops.
Number dickhead.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Fuck, Lou, that's a good point. Josh, what about the fucking Slovakian Prime Minister getting fucking clipped or attempted clipping? Did you not see that?
No, I didn't see that.
Oh, fuck. So literally 24 hours after he's come out publicly and put the WHO and the WEF on notice after them exiting the pandemic treaty that he was shot in public and he's in a critical condition.
Fuck.
Really?
Oh yeah, what happened with that? Sorry, I missed. I heard half of it. He got shot in the fucking head or something.
No, he got shot. He got an attempted assassination. Attempted assassination in public.
I'll be back.
But did he actually get hit
Yeah. He's in a critical condition.
in his head?
I don't know where he got shot. I didn't see that, but
Yeah, okay. So who is this guy exactly? Like, what is he?
he's the Prime Minister of Slovakia.
And why would someone want to assassinate him? What's he done?
He has come. He basically took the country over 6 or 9 months ago, maybe 2 years ago, whatever. Turned it around. So it was same way Australia's going, just full tyrannical fucking WF bullshit. He took it over from the jump. Was like, nope, we're exiting out of all of this shit. We're going back to gold-based financial systems. We're going to get people employed again. Turn the country around. And in the last week or 2 weeks, he has come out publicly and said that they will be exiting the WHO pandemic treaty. They will have nothing to do with the WEF, etc., etc. And attempted.
He's got to go.
Yeah, that's right.
That's wild.
That is pretty wild.
With the amount of resources you have to kill someone today, how could you not get that fucking done?
Yeah.
So this is the thing, right? This is why it's starting to scream a little bit of like, I think this is someone. Well, this is someone trying to let the world know, like, hey, you dumb cunts, are you seeing it yet? Like, is anyone paying attention? I don't know, or just a really incompetent assassin that's had too many jabs, so he's probably all shaky.
Yeah, I wonder.
They got the guy that assassinated JFK back out again.
No, Michael J.
Magic bullet, man.
Michael J. Fox is now an assassin, eh?
Yeah.
That dude's like popping walls and shit.
Muhammad Ali's trying to fucking kill him.
Yeah. He
Oh,
only
I saw-
kills,
did you
he
see
only
that,
kills me by accident, eh?
Did you see that? Did you see the weigh-in for the fucking Mike Tyson fight?
What, with Jake Paul?
Yeah, it's all kind of staged. Like, it's not.
He's
it's
gonna
obviously-
fuck him up.
I hope so.
That stupid little fucking dickhead is gonna. Dude, have you seen his training videos?
Yeah.
It's like the dude.
Is it him playing Fortnite?
Yeah, no. I mean Tyson's, man. Tyson's like.
Tyson's one.
He's like, for a dude his age who hasn't boxed in like forever professionally, he's still fast as fuck, man.
Man, I wouldn't fight Iron Mike at his funeral, bro.
Yeah, 100%.
Fucking scary.
Yeah, he's got like, I think like Jake Paul has got
Where is
like
it?
a bit of a reach on him.
A bit too many
I don't know about weight, but the power of his punches, like if he hits him with one of his punches, he's gonna be fucked.
But how many?
He'd have to be like $140, $150 like kilos, right?
He's fairly tall, so he looks skinny, but I think he's actually pretty heavy.
What? Who's Tyson?
He's muscular.
No, not Tyson.
No, Jake.
Oh, okay, sorry.
I think he's muscular, man. Like he'd have some weight behind him, but my thing is like, how many professional fights has he been in? Like, how many actual professional fights has he been in?
I don't think.
And how much of it is like just YouTube hype bullshit? You know, it's like some dude with a TikTok account playing in Little League who crushes it, fucking going to like the majors and just getting absolutely dunked on. You know, it's like
he doesn't have a fucking last name. Like, you can't fight people with no last name.
That's true.
Yeah.
He's gonna smack the last name out of him. That's what's gonna happen.
He's gonna give him a last name because it'll be the last time he ever fucking hears it. Yeah.
I don't know. I just think I think like, you know, fucking what is he, 29 or something, and Tyson's like 50. So he's clearly like going to be a little bit like, I don't know how well Mike Tyson can take punches at 50. So, but you can see from the fucking strength of him, like all he has to do is get one Mike Tyson punch in, and the guy will be fucked.
Yep.
Man, I fucking suck. I love boxing. Boxing, like especially at the top level, at the heavyweights, is fucking sick. But you want to talk that amount of money, probably as staged as wrestling, in my opinion. There's no way. Just
it does seem pretty staged.
There's
and then
too
all
much
the
money involved.
conditions they're using thicker gloves.
What?
Yeah, there's all these conditions, and it's not like a normal boxing match that you would have, like a
fuck
world
that.
title fight kind of thing. There's all these conditions.
Oh, so
So,
it's like going hunting for elk with a BB gun, is it? Like, yeah, it's sick.
Yeah. I mean, I'd be asking for fucking softer gloves if I was fighting Mike Tyson.
Oh yeah, for sure. But only on his, and I'd be asking to go in bare knuckle just to give me some sort of chance of coming out alive.
Yeah.
And even
I don't
still,
know.
I'd get made piss.
He like if that fight is actually real, he's going to fucking kill him.
Yeah.
Like he's going to kill Jake Paul.
Yeah,
If it's real.
one can only hope. One can only hope.
Oh,
I hope he punches
I
his head
fucking-
off of his body, like clean off.
Yeah.
I'm
the way I see it-
gonna have to take off, I reckon, boys, because I just can't barely talk.
Yeah, that's all right, man.
I'm gonna have to.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you need a
I'm
rest.
fine.
Yeah,
It's fine.
and also you're sick.
Yeah, I'm struggling to get 2 words out.
You do
I
sound
love
like
yous and leave
you
yous.
sound like a bag of gravel right now, eh?
Yeah, I'm gonna go die. I'm gonna go
Brutal.
hopefully do what Jeff Watson does. Die.
Yeah.
All right, bro. Well,
See you,
good to
boys.
see you.
Yeah.
See you next week.
See you
boys.
next week.
We'll do a proper one next week. We promise.
Yeah, it's going to happen eventually.
Empty promise and a quick sign out, eh? It's going to be way better. Fucking boom.
Yeah.
Yeah. But nah, the way I see that fight going down is like, if Jake Paul's smart about it and it's not fixed, he'll just fucking try and tire him out.
Yeah.
You know, just tire him out, man, and then just get a few clean hits in, and you might win the fight on the technicality. And then, like you said, he's pretty old. Like, if you get some clean hits in, he might actually do some damage.
Yeah, I mean, fucking, like, even like, I'm like early 40s and like doing gym and stuff. I get injured so much easier now.
Yeah,
Like
for
when
sure.
you're 20, you can fucking fall off a roof and just get up and walk off.
Yeah,
But,
bounce back, man. No worries, eh?
I can't imagine at mid 50s, like you're gonna break something. Eh? Like, obviously, he's hell fit and his bone strength, structure and everything is probably quite good for his age. But yeah,
No, it's still a big ask, eh?
Yeah.
I think he's only doing it to like, make a shitload of money, but also like with the hope of just like silencing this cunt, where he's just like, you don't get to fucking talk shit anymore, you little dweeb. Like,
yeah. Well, I mean, the other thing is like, has he fought even one person around his age, around his sort of weight class and size and everything? I don't think he has. Like,
I don't think so.
Yeah, he's
Not
fought some
since
pretty good
Not
fighters.
since Evander Holyfield.
Mm-mm.
And how did that fight go
I mean,
down?
Jake Paul.
Oh, okay,
not,
sorry.
not Mike Tyson.
Yeah, gotcha.
Yeah.
But what professional fight has Jake Paul been in? Because I can't name one. I'm not big on fighting, but I don't think there
someone
is
knows.
one, right? Yeah.
180 pounds. That's like, well, it's 200 pounds,
Okay.
90 kilos. So 180 is like,
What?
yeah,
Really?
yeah. Oh,
Dude,
in around
like,
200.
I'm like 82 kilos. That's disgusting.
You
And I'm
should
eating,
fight him.
ice cream. Like, probably why.
Oh yeah, yeah. I don't know.
A part of me wants to fucking like get it on main event and like have a fucking thing around here and just get on the beers and watch it. But another part of me is like, don't buy into it because it's just like that's what they want. They like I could just watch it on YouTube like the next day, and then we could still drink beers, but just do it the day after.
Yeah, and what if it lasts like a round and a half? You don't even get through.
Well, that's it. Well, that's like that fucking McGregor fight where it lasted 13 seconds. It was like a fucking $200 main event fucking thing you pay for, and you get 13 seconds. Like, sure, there are fights beforehand, but no one gives a fuck about the featherweights.
Well, I mean,
like,
I mean, wasn't that like typical of every fucking Mike Tyson fight that ever happened? Just about. Like, I've seen the reel of all his fights, like, and KOs and everything. He's only been in like fucking under 10 fights that went past like the second round.
Really?
Because he just fucked everyone up, like straight up. Like and it was towards the end of his career that those fights were as well, the longer ones.
Yeah, because he's gassed out. Yeah.
Yeah. So
That's fucking wild, Kano.
yeah, he looked like just a different breed compared to them. Like his size and the force and everything behind it. Like like nowadays you see kind of a lot of bigger guys and more muscly guys fighting, but back then they didn't really have. There wasn't many of them. But Mike Tyson was just this fucking beast.
The thing about him was he's like a brick shithouse with speed, which is like hell rare. You see the big dudes fight, and they're usually like they might have quick jabs and stuff, but usually they're like fairly slow just because of their size and their stature. You know, it's like hard for them to get moving.
Yeah.
And Tyson's built like a Rottweiler. Like, you see footage of like someone trying to kick a Rottweiler off them, and they're just kicking them relentlessly, and they're not moving. Like, it doesn't matter if you can evade his punches. Like, if you hit him in the face, he looks like he would just go, "What happened? Did you?"
And he was like just brutal as well.
Over there.
He was like telling reporters he's going to rape him and shit like that. Like, fucking Hellcat.
Yeah, I'll definitely make orphans of his children.
Yeah.
What about his mother, Chow? I imagine she would die of grief.
And then he's just got this fucked up voice that doesn't match the rest of him.
Yeah.
God was like, you can have all this good shit. We're going to fuck your voice up.
But that's kind of part of his his charm, but also like his danger. Where like if you were to run into him in the street, you didn't know who he was, didn't know his abilities, you heard that, you'd be like, "Don't ask me for a fucking thing, you gay cunt, rah," and then he just kills you in the street. You know, like.
I wonder what he'd be like in MMA. Like he's never had any training or anything in grappling or kicking or anything. I wonder what it would have been like. It would have been interesting.
It would be interesting because in boxing, like the moment they're hugging, they just get torn apart, and then it's like back to squaring up.
Yeah.
So it would be interesting. Like it just depends, man. Like too many different styles of fighting, you know.
Oh,
he probably wouldn't do very well, I think.
No, but that's why none of the boxers go over to MMA.
Yeah.
Well, the MMAs go to boxing, but not reverse.
Yeah, because they want to learn how to jab and like fucking get good hooks, you know.
Yeah. Oh, everyone's talking about fights now. He fought Nate Diaz. Yeah, okay. Nate Diaz is older now, though, right? But won that because Nate doesn't give a fuck. You're right.
Well, Jake Paul fought Nate Diaz.
Yeah, he's fought some pretty decent people, but they're all older and like finished their careers and shit.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. So he's never he's never fought anyone like his age, his sort of stature and everything.
Yeah.
So it makes sense because he's a bit of a fucking tool and he just wants to make money, which is fine.
It would be interesting if he actually is like a solid fighter, though. Like,
have you seen him fight? He looks like professional.
If I ran into him tomorrow, he'd fuck me up. I'm not denying that. But like, it's more so just like it's because of his like ascend to where he is. It just seems BS. You know, it just seems like bullshit.
Yeah.
I'm with you on that one. It's he's too much of an up and up like modern day celebrity, and that's basically if you're a modern celebrity, everything you do seems like bullshit. Yeah,
it's like if Kim Kardashian's like, "I'm into cage fighting now," and you're like, "Good luck dying." All right, see ya. You know.
But to be honest, though, she'd have a really good center of gravity because of that stupid fake busting out here. Like.
They try to grapple her and they just get.
Have you seen the Have you seen the roaster? Have you watched any of the roast? Tom Brady roast?
Nah, I've heard it's good, but
it's fucking good. It's hell funny, man. She gets destroyed.
There's a fucking. Oh, I saw some bits from someone. I can't remember who. I think Pete Davidson tees off on someone.
Pete Davidson isn't in that one.
There's another.
It should have been though.
Of someone, Normie, because there's a what's his face from fucking Kill Tony, Tony Hinchcliffe, does a sweet bit, but I can't think of the roast.
I think that's who it is.
Yeah,
sorry, I think it's Tony Hinchcliffe. Yeah. Is Natasha Leggero in it? Because she's fucking hell good on roasts.
Nah,
be.
but there is
Yeah.
a chick that's on there that does a pretty good job of fucking drilling
Nikki,
people.
it'd be Nikki Glazier.
That's the one. Yeah.
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 Natasha Leggero on the Justin Bieber roast is like legit one of the best things ever. Like, she's just like straight up making abortion jokes about him, and like the whole crowd's like silent, but it's like they're brutal jokes, man. Like, it's hell
Yeah.
good. Yeah.
Yeah, there hasn't been one for ages because like everyone's so just like offended
Woke.
by everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Rob
So-
Lowe one, I think, was the last one
Oh yeah.
that I watched.
But-
that was decent.
Yeah.
But yeah, it I don't know. Is it on like Netflix now or?
Yeah, I think it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't see it on Netflix. I just saw it on some fucking ripped movie website or some shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's definitely worth watching. It's pretty funny. Hopefully they do more.
Yeah, they need to, man.
Because I used to love watching them. Yeah, they're great.
Dude, the roasts are the best, man. Like they're
Yeah.
literally, it's just like, here's the funniest people of the time just shitting on each other. He's like roasting Dana White and shit, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was good. That reel's gone around pretty rapidly, eh?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, it's pretty good. Definitely worth watching. I like this one that you sent just before, Cookie. I saved it. Oh, fuck. If this works. This one. Upcoming Apple device update set to remove clown emoji. Sources say emoji used as a far-right dog whistle. You mean it's used as to find fucking retards and tell them they're retards? That's what it's used for.
Ironically, it should be used for that article.
Yeah.
They're not going to remove it from fucking everywhere, though, are they? Oh, I love the clown emoji.
I know, it's so apt.
Yeah.
It's
But
perfect, man. It is
they're
literally
saying that-
perfect.
They're saying that a lot of...
they can take my life, but they'll never take my eggplant.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. If the eggplant goes, that's the end of it. What are we going to do then?
How are we going to express hard-ons to perfect strangers?
That's what I'm saying.
That's it.
Yeah, but they reckon that there's quite a few emojis that are offensive.
Yeah, this, like you said, Drew,
What?
this one
Yeah.
apparently
This
is
one's-
like some.
Yeah,
I mean, that's what all the fucking Freemason lunatics do. So yeah,
that's true. That's supposed to be condescending, apparently, when you do that.
How?
Oh, fuck knows. But it is. And
Do
even
you know
like
what's,
wink,
do you know what's
the
way
wink
more?
one, they don't like that either.
You know what's
Which
way
one?
more condescending is when you
What's
call someone like buddy.
Buddy,
Like,
yeah.
hey, bud.
no, champ. Champ is the ultimate. Like,
Nah, dude,
Yeah,
I'll
champ.
take.
Hey,
I'll
champ.
take.
Yeah.
No, I'll take a champ over a bud any day of the week. If you come up to me and you're like, "Hey, champ," I'll be like, "Okay, this guy's a dickhead." If
No.
you come to me and you're like, "Hey, bud," I'm literally like, "I'm walking away now." Like, whatever
No,
you
champ-
want, you're
champ-
not getting it from me.
Champ is the ultimate condescension. Like, yeah, righto, champ.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess the way
That's the worst. Buddy is fucked. I'll give you that. Like, nah, buddy, listen here, good buddy.
But
come
you
here.
can even say mate. You can even say mate in a more aggressive way.
Yeah.
To mean,
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah. So.
Yeah,
mate-
somehow cunt is the least
Yeah.
of all of them. Like,
Yeah.
Or
It is,
like,
yeah.
"Hey, shit tits," "Hey, fuckhead," like any like I'll turn my head like in hope for that more than I will anything else. Like, even if it's sincere, they're like, "Hey, friend," and I'm just like, "Kill yourself."
Hey,
Like,
friend.
You might actually be my friend, but like, never say that again.
that's
Nah, fuck that. That's gay as fuck.
If you turn around and that's anyone other than a young Amish girl on Rumspringa, then fucking run.
Yeah.
Oh, isn't that so funny that they can like Rumspringa for just like 30 years and then come back and be like, "I got it all out of my system." It's like,
Yeah.
what? You had a heroin addiction for 15 years,
Yeah.
like lived on the streets, and then finally like got your life around and like, you know what? The Amish community ain't so bad. I'm going back.
Yeah. Just as long as you come back and build a barn and don't use light switches, you're
Yeah.
welcome.
Isn't that,
Yeah.
aren't they the girls that do, what is it called, soaking or whatever, where they can't bang, but you're allowed to fucking
You just put it in and leave it there. Yeah.
Is it soaking?
Yeah, I
Something
think
like
it is soaking. Yeah.
Yeah, but that's not Amish though, is it?
Oh,
'Cause
no,
the
it's not.
Amish would be
That's
like,
Mormon.
yeah, the Amish would be like, have kids at 9. Like, why aren't you a mother at 8 years old?
Yeah.
Yeah.
but no autism. So
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, they're more healthy than fucking everyone.
Yep.
No
Isn't
COVID
that-
vaccine.
Isn't
no
that crazy?
jabs.
Yeah.
No jabs.
So over here, right? Apparently, and it's probably all over the news in Australia. I think I've seen a few articles. Dengue has been like really bad.
Yeah.
Like it's still not that bad, and it's not really near the beach because the mosquitoes that have dengue aren't near the ocean, apparently. But this chick that they're using as the example, which is some English bird, she got dengue on Gili, and she's pretty fucked, but she's still like coherent. And, you know, she had like bleeding gums and all the fucking crazy shit you get. And then just in there, they slip it in. I heard it straight away. They go, "Oh yeah," and she was vaccinated for dengue, and they kept going. And it's like, hold on a sec. She was vaccinated for dengue, and she has dengue, and she's hell sick and going to hospital.
Yeah.
Interesting. What a waste of fucking time that was, wasn't it?
Yep.
No, well, it's
Also-
safe and effective. It gave her dengue. Safe and effective.
Made it worse. For
Also,
sure.
how do you know she actually has dengue? If she's British and the only sign is bleeding from the gums, it just sounds like she's British and has bad British mouth.
Yeah,
So,
that's true.
Like,
Yeah.
maybe she's just got a severe case of loving the crown. Who knows? Like,
There's just all these English people in hospital because they think they've got dengue, but it's just their fucked up teeth.
Oh, actually, has anyone seen the new portrait of fucking King Chuck, the big wing-nutted cunt?
Oh yeah, what's that about? It's like a green
dude,
screen.
it's fucking no. It's just hang on. I will afford this to you. It's just Satan. It's just like actual Satan. It's wild.
Yeah, right.
he is the Walking Dead, though. Like, let's be honest.
Nosferatu. Charles.
So what happens? What happens when he dies? Like, who takes over?
Well, I mean, we dance in the streets that another fucking Nazi is dead.
Oh yeah, I've seen this. This is fun.
Yeah.
It's weird, eh?
Someone in one of the groups I'm in posted like a picture of fucking what's the cunt out of Ghostbusters?
What
fucking
the
Oh, yeah,
fuck?
Vidor
yeah.
or Vidor or whatever.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
fucking So
Did
good.
they,
Bring that
did
up.
they paint this?
No. So that's someone's taken the image and then mirrored it. But like, if you just cut that in half, that's the exact portrait.
There we go.
Yeah,
I
so
got
someone painted it, right?
Hmm.
Jesus Christ, he looks fucked.
Hold
Yeah,
on.
pretty cool.
All right, so you got that one.
Oh,
Yeah.
this is what I wanted to
Come on.
fucking. I'm gonna send this to you, Drew, because this is fucking hilarious. This was in the group chat the other day.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, fucking great. Vigo the
This movie
Country.
scared this guy scared the fuck out of me back when that fucking movie came out. Oh,
Yeah.
I just sent you an article, Drew. This popped up in the Pels Boy chat, and this is by far my favorite article I've seen. That's vaccine related. This is just the best.
oh yeah.
I think
bro.
I said this one
Yeah,
too. If
yeah.
it's what I think it is.
Yeah, bro, you know which one it is. Bring
Trust
this
the
up,
fucking
man.
Germans. So,
Oh no,
in-
no, this is not the one. But
Yeah,
says
so
in Germany, you must be fully vaxxed before your death by assisted suicide.
Yep.
What the hell?
I really don't understand why in this. Like,
I mean,
please explain
be
to
honest.
me why that is like how did we get to this point where it's like, okay, you want to die, let's make sure you're safe before there's no reason to care about your safety whatsoever. Like it makes no fucking sense.
Yeah.
Put me through a fucking chipper and let me end my life. Like, please.
well, I mean, this is a formulaic problem in like mechanical engineering, right? It's an if and then problem. To be honest, if you're fully vaccinated, it is basically assisted suicide.
Yeah.
It's just longer. Just takes a little bit longer.
So you can't have one without the other, really.
No, but you can.
You know why they're
definitely
doing
can.
it? Yeah. They're probably giving them COVID just before they die so they can count it as a COVID death.
Mm. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it is. That, and also it's just like they're like, oh, you want to die? No worries. And then they jab you with the fucking vaccine, and it's like, cool, see you in 20 years when you drop dead. And you're just like, oh, motherfucker.
They're like, and that'll be thanks for coming for your turbo cancer. I mean, vaccine.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I reckon
check
there's
this
this
one out.
suicide
This
thing.
is-
It should be whichever way you want to die. Like you should be able to kill yourself the way you want to kill yourself.
You know how I would like to die is inside a rocket ship, just being sent directly into Parliament House.
SpaceX rocket straight into the fucking...
Like strapped to a rocket naked,
Yeah.
just with an Australian flag.
Well, that's what I was going to say.
Okay, so hang on. So if you can fund it, you get what you want. How about that? So like, if you got the money to fucking buy a rocket, fuel it, strap yourself to it, and fly into Parliament, that's fine. Go for it. That'd be awesome.
But you're dying, so you don't care. Obviously, if you're going to die, you don't want to die slowly, like drowning or something.
Yeah.
But if you're like, I want to die jumping off a cliff, they're like, all right, we'll set that shit up for you. So you just, because you're probably old or something, they'll just push you off.
Yeah.
That'd be the best way.
I think that'd be one of the worst ways to die. To be fair, but
oh yeah, well, most people apparently who've survived said that they regretted it as soon as they jumped.
Yep, it's usually the way it is. There's too much time to react. You don't want to be able to react to it.
Nah, you'd have like 20 seconds of thinking, "Fuck, I should have done it."
Yeah.
I mean, you could just go to someone's house that you hate and jump off their balcony, so that there'd be an investigation into murder.
Go to Jeff's house, like force him to hold the gun and put a bullet through my head.
Oh, there's another one here. What's this one? Oh god.
No, this one is word soup. Like, just get a load of this.
All right. So scientists create new coronavirus jab that even works on viruses they haven't discovered yet. What? In a bid to beat the next pandemic. Holy shit.
Okay, hang on. Let's dissect this. So
don't try this.
No, yeah,
it still hurts me.
This is my assisted suicide. This is how I choose to go out.
Yeah,
by turning my brain into mush.
You're about to die right now.
Yeah. So it's a new coronavirus jab, right? That works on viruses that may not be a coronavirus, just any viruses. That they haven't discovered yet. So they've got no idea if it actually works or not because they haven't tested it, because it's impossible to test because these viruses don't exist.
This article is a great
to beat the next pandemic.
Itself.
I think that's going to create the next pandemic, not fucking beat it.
I don't want to be here anymore. You can't like, it's Mail Online, health. No. Like that, you can't have that at the top of the fucking. No,
they can. They have to get stupider and stupider because no one listens to them anymore.
So that's the thing. That's what a lot of us are starting to think, is that this is on purpose, because this is too fucking retarded.
Yeah.
To be real.
Yeah.
Far too retarded.
That article is like me being like to a caveman, like, oi, put your seatbelt on. And he's like, why? Like, what is a seatbelt? And you're like, in 100 million years, you'll need one. So we're just going to get it in now early. Like, put your seatbelt on, because one day you'll be in like a hunk of steel doing 200 k's an hour, and it will stop you from death. Like, it will save you from killing yourself. And it's just, how can you fucking release that and be like, yep, we're doing God's work? Like,
but don't you think like I don't know. I don't know if there was or not. I can't really remember. But go back 10 years or so, they never really had articles that retarded. I feel like
I think they did.
Maybe they did. But I don't remember seeing them. But it's just like they seem to be getting stupider and stupider.
I think they were just better at lying.
Yeah.
Or it was a lack of, or it's just a lack of people being able to like talk about these things, because you might be able to talk in your community, but you couldn't just like have like a place where everyone can just spew whatever information they've come across and share it, and then people can then, you know, critically think about that and come to a different conclusion or multiple different conclusions.
Also, bear in mind, there's a very, very high chance, and I would say close to 90%, that that's just a bot-written article.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I go down that.
The problem
that as well.
Yeah.
It's mostly
to keep us distracted, because they're
possibly,
like,
but also people are fucking retarded. So there's a slim chance that could be real.
Yeah, because like they're all like 7 News and all that shit. They're kind of entertainment now. They're not news. I mean, they haven't been news for a long time, but it's stupid shit about fucking the Royals or about some celebrity or some stupid shit that you can, some vegan diet or some shit. Like, there's nothing news related.
Headlights causing cancer or jeans being too tight being the cause of fucking.
Yeah. It's just, but it won't die. Like, who's
where's the
reading
assisted suicide for this fucking nonsense?
fucking oath. It just needs to go. It's done. It's fucking done. Like, no one, I don't know anyone under the age of about 60 that reads that shit and actually believes it, apart from fucking Jeff and a few other people.
The only time I read news media recently was because I worked with a guy who stabbed a man to death.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's listen to.
So yeah.
Hang on. Are you allowed to talk about this without getting sued yet?
Yeah. It's public knowledge. Like, you can't. The news did an article on it. Like, I called my boss. I called my boss the day I found out because I am terrible at keeping secrets, and I'm also really great at spreading them. And so when I found out, the first thing I did, it was during overtime, I went to the only 2 people that were doing it, and I went straight up to them. I was like, "You're not going to believe what I just found out." And then I called a few of the other boys that I'm closer with who weren't doing overtime, was like, "Get a load of this shit." And then at 4 o'clock, I was like, I've told like half the team what just happened. I don't even know if I'm meant to be like talking about this. And so I called my boss and was like, what's the plan of action here? Like, how are we handling this? And he's like, well, it's public knowledge. And I was like, that's all I need to hear. Cheers, mate. Have a good weekend. See you later. But yeah, basically,
a normie effigy there. I'm like, hello, Andrew?
Yeah. So fucking, we work with, the company I work for is hiring labor hire because we're that desperate for workers. So we're scraping below the barrel to just get fucking boots on the ground to fucking build these fucking shit tip of a boat. And one of them was like this fucking ADHD dyslexic retard who was actually useless. Like, he was a nice enough guy, but he's fucking useless. And he was all over the place, man. He's just like the craziest crackhead you've ever fucking met. Anyway, he was on my team. And so, like, the whole time I'm going to my manager being like, hey, man, like, he's labor hire. Let's just fuck him off and get someone else and see if they're any better. And he's like, oh, no, he comes recommended by, like, some of the higher-ups because they used to work with him back at the day at Austell and, like, they know him, they vouch for him. And I was just like, oh, yeah, okay, so they vouch for this guy, but, like, he is actually fucked, so
Red
whatever.
flags.
And then, fucking, dude, then the news comes through. So he stops rocking up to work. And I, like, call him, go straight to voicemail, text him, like, hey, man, like, where are you coming in today? I do that for, like, 3 days in a row. And then on that Friday afternoon, my boss sends me this article, fucking Daniel John Hoonhout arrested for the stabbing, charged with murder for stabbing, like, a man in Safety Bay to death. And I was just like, oh, beautiful. This is lovely. So, yeah.
So do you know any more about it?
I thought you said he was good. No, I said he was killer.
Yeah. Well, he used to go. Well, he goes by the name of Hooney, and so I just call him Knifey Spoony now because that's what he does.
You can call him whatever you want because he's
it's true. You can call him butt fuck E if you want because that's what's going to happen.
That's it. So it was drug related apparently. Because
he stabbed someone over drugs.
Yeah, either because he was on drugs or over drugs, but yeah. Yeah.
Safety Bay.
Yeah, Safety
Bay
stabbing.
Dodgy area, or
it's next to Rockingham, so yeah.
Yeah, it's a dodgy area then.
I mean, he could have stabbed someone. He could have stabbed someone with drugs, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't know the full extent, but I know enough to know it was drug related. So, but yeah, fucking crazy. So, I probably shouldn't say this on the live pod, but one of the letters in the company I work for is an M. Also happens to be the first letter in our acronym of the company. And so we used to be Marine, blah, 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 and now we're murderers, blah, blah, blah. and I've been telling everyone on site to fucking watch their step or they're going to get fucking knifed, eh?
Yeah.
It is the talk of the site, and it's fucking awesome because everyone, like all the other trades are like, is that, like, did this guy fucking kill a man? And I'm like, yeah, he definitely stabbed a man to death. And they're just like, that's crazy. I'm like, yep, watch your fucking step. Next time I need that pipe removed, you better fucking move it, cunt.
That's where you had the perfect opportunity to like lean in, grab him, and then whisper in their ear, he didn't do it. I fucking did it, cunt.
It is fucking a bit weird though, right? Like
Yeah,
I've been in the same situation, and I was like, I didn't like, and I knew him really well, so I was like, what the fuck? How did they?
Bro.
How did they do that? And
So-
I had this cunt around my house all the time.
The worst part is that he was paired with like an 18-year-old apprentice. So like we had him with this hell young kid who was working with him for like 6 weeks. And so like on the Saturday, I come into work and this kid comes in. He's like, oh, I like watched the news last night. Like I saw that thing about Hooney. Like he stabbed a man. I was like, yeah, he's a fucking murderer. Like he's facing murder charges. And this kid was just like hell shook up. Like what the fuck? Like how am I meant to handle this? And I was just like, handle what? Like you're fine. He didn't fucking stab you. Like what are you fucking concerned? You're never gonna see him again, man. Like it's all good.
Yeah.
And he was like, it took me a while to like get him to be able to laugh about the fact that he stabbed a man to death, but we got there in the end. It was good. But yeah, he was freaking out, man.
I had I think I've told the story many times, but this bit I might not have told. When my friends murdered my other friend, I was around like this house, which was kind of like the Bulwer Street house.
Yeah.
Everyone just went around there any time of the day, you know, always people there drinking beers and shit. And me and a few other guys were there. And speaking of drugs, and the guy that murdered him came around, like it must have been like literally the day after. Yeah. And he walked in and he was fucked. He'd been fucking, I don't know what he was on, but he was on something and he was fucking cooked. And he comes up and he's like, and I'm like, hey man. And he goes, yeah, what's going on? And I'm like, fuck all, dude. And he goes, you know Mick? And I'm like, yeah. And he goes, bag shot him in the head. And I was like, oh, funny. Yeah, that's hilarious. And everyone just laughed. And then we just moved on, right? Didn't even think about it. And then like a week later,
he's
holy
arrested.
Fuck. He actually did shoot him in the head.
And he told us all. Yeah.
And he fucking told us, but we were just thought he was cracky.
Was he the same guy who fucking murdered your mate and then went to like his birthday party?
Yeah.
Like a couple of days later and was just like, where is he? Like he's not coming to his own birthday. Isn't it weird that he's not coming to his own birthday, but like trying to strengthen his alibi?
That's
like
what he did,
I couldn't have murdered him because I was at his birthday, and they're like, he was missing 2 days prior, and I was at his birthday. Couldn't have been me.
I couldn't have been me. I was shopping for his birthday present the last 2 days, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was.
He told me he wanted lead for his birthday. I gave it to him. I just gave it to him a few days early. But he was like there with his family and shit, man.
Yeah.
That's fucking psycho.
It is psycho, man.
That is.
I always think
that's like some premeditated psycho shit.
I always think about, imagine if you were one of the family members and now you know, and you're like, this cunt was in my house. He killed my son.
Yeah.
He ate all the sausage rolls.
Yeah.
It's fucking crazy, eh?
Imagine that you kill someone's son and eat all their party pies, like all their fairy bread.
Eat his birthday cake.
Yeah, eat all the fairy bread. Take a slice of birthday cake. Take a present on your way out. Yeah, it's like, that's mine. He doesn't need this.
Go into his room, take his guitar or some shit.
Fucking crazy, man.
It was crazy, dude. It was fucking crazy because these guys like used to stay around my house. We used to drink beers all night, and just or have
hang
fun,
out, just be dudes.
hang out. Yeah, it's like if one of you guys just killed someone, like I'd be like, "What?" It was that shocking to me. Like,
yeah, bro.
If I just killed Josh and then I just turn up on the podcast, like, "Hey boys,
where's Josh?"
Yeah. I guess you never know.
If you kill Josh, you have an opportunity to like sever his head and use him as a puppet and like sort of just be back in and be like, "Hi guys, it's Josh."
No, 100%. If we kill Josh, we've got to put him on a varnished piece of oak.
Yeah, I think that's when he dies. We should just put his head on a varnished piece of oak. We should
Taxidermy him.
just put his head in like a bowl of epoxy and just fucking keep it from oxidizing, and then just fucking put that on a piece of
Like
oak.
Futurama, we'll put his head in a fucking
jar.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, he's got fucking long arms, and I need a good back scratcher.
Yeah, he does. Yeah. We could put his balls on the varnished piece of oak.
Imagine that. Just the cock and balls on a varnished piece of oak.
Well, no, just the balls. We don't need the
Just the
cock there.
balls.
We don't want to embarrass him. Just the balls.
Put it and what?
He doesn't need him anymore. He's had a kid.
Yeah, and you can play pin the pin on Josh's balls, eh?
Well, it's only fair if we're putting tits on varnished pieces of oak.
That's it. There's got to be some balls too.
Yeah, balance it out a bit.
Yeah.
I mean, there's some people out there now that have both tits and balls, so we could cover it in one.
2 birds, 1 stone. You're in the perfect country for that. Is that why you go there? Are you just stockpiling tits and balls? And you're like, having to murder 2 people is too much work. I just want to murder 1 person and get both the items.
Yeah, no, I honestly haven't seen many ladyboys here. I don't know, they're all gone.
No, there'll be an article in the fucking Bali.
They've probably immigrated to Western countries because they're like, oh wow,
Yeah.
it's our time.
No, there'll be an article coming out in Bali time soon, being like, watch out for Western white male asking for rip starts, murderer. We'll cut off your tits and balls.
Yeah, there was one I saw recently of some guy that was a murderer, and he got caught in a villa here somewhere. There's a lot of people like that in Thailand and
Just
Indonesia.
escape.
They just as soon as you're out of your own country, you're out of your own sort of jurisdiction, and you just hide out in a fucking third world country somewhere.
Yeah.
Apparently, there's a lot of it. Yeah.
Well, I mean, if you're gonna do that, you want to be a hitman or something though, so you can get a balling villa. You want to get paid a couple $100,000 to pop a dude, so you can just go drink fucking pina coladas on the beach somewhere and forget about how you're scum of the earth.
Oh man, I went to the bank, Western Union to get money out, and there was this dude in there. I think he was Irish, and he was all fucked up. His fucking had bandages on his legs, and he had these massive fucking cuts and shit. I'm like, what the fuck happened to you, man? And he goes, I was riding home on Sunset Road. It was 2 a.m. after a bar. And
do the accent.
And Irish accent, I can't do it. This group of scooters, because not bikes, just scooters, surrounded him, locals, and kicked him off his fucking bike, as he was riding. And then he stacks it, and he's all fucked up. And then they came, beat the shit out of him, took all his stuff at 2 a.m. And I was like, oh, fuck, man. And he goes, yeah, so, I did the police report, and the police were trying to find him and blah, blah, blah. And he goes, and I went back to my hotel, and it must have been a bikie gang or something, or some kind of mafia or some shit, because they had guys standing across the road from the hotel just watching him.
Yeah,
just dudes there watching, big tanky fucking guys just watching him the whole time. So he's like, I'm fucking leaving. So he just packed his shit, got on a plane and fucking left because he was worried he's going to get knocked off.
That's fair enough.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
You hear that shit all the time in Bali, man, but they usually do it to drunk cunts. So it's people that want to party in Kuta and stuff, and they'll go to a nightclub, they'll fucking poison them with some sort of shit and kick them down a set of stairs and just rob them blind, eh?
Fuck.
That happened to I think Jess's mum's partner at the time. I think it was before they were together, or possibly I think it was before they were together, but yeah, he loved Bali, man. He was living over there for fucking ages. And he went out partying one night and got rolled pretty hard. But he was also a massive piece of shit, so he had it coming.
I've never seen anything like that. I've seen a couple of fights, but that's it. I've not seen it.
Just imagine coming to after being kicked down a set of stairs and realizing you're in Kuta.
Yeah. No
Like
thanks.
that's got to be the word. That headache combined with that realization must be.
Imagine waking up in Kuta and not having enough fucking whatever the fuck their currency is to get in the Bluebird and get home. It literally costs you like $1.70 to get home, and that you got no money. You can't even do that, eh?
Yeah.
Fuck that.
But the thing is, like, honestly, I haven't been down to Kuta. I've been to Seminyak. I'm in Canggu at the moment, and this place is basically Kuta.
Yeah.
Like, it's what Kuta was 20 years ago.
Yeah, it's busy as, eh?
Busy as fuck. Like,
and like
they call the locals. What do the locals call it? The Canggu Zoo.
Yeah,
that's what they call this place.
Well, it used.
Yeah.
When I was I've been to Bali twice, and I believe both times we either got close to Canggu or like went past it. And the first time it was literally like rice fields. There was like nothing there. And then the second time we went there, we'd heard there was like new markets or something that set up. So we went out there to check it out. And it was like in a year's or like 2 or 3 years time, they had built it up so much, man. Like there was so much infrastructure put into that place. And then like now it's just apparently bananas. Like it's a fucking
It's there's I don't know if you know the shortcut. They call it the shortcut.
No.
And it used to be, like you said, just rice fields, a shortcut to get from one main road to the other main road.
Right.
And it was a piece of shit road with like fucking paving slabs and like.
Yeah, but it's better than the fucking actual roads.
Yeah. But it was like heaps quicker, right?
Yeah,
and
that's
so
what I mean.
everyone would go down there and it was get full traffic and blah, blah, blah. And there was nothing. It was just rice fields. And now you go there now. And I went just before COVID and then just after COVID. So a couple of years.
Yeah.
And like the whole road is like
bitumen.
Like brand new bitumen, fucking buildings on either side everywhere. It's fucking incredible how quickly it all went up.
Yeah.
That's crazy, man. And
maybe some Russian consortiums putting some coin in.
Yeah,
definitely. Definitely
Yeah.
would be, man. The gyms, most of the gyms are just Russians, and they fucking don't want you there, right? Like when you go in there, they just look at you like you're a piece of shit.
Yeah,
they don't want you there.
Dude,
So
that's how they work. That's them presenting.
yeah. I guarantee you, every single Balinese or Indo person I've talked to, I always ask them, I'm like, so who do you like and who do you dislike? And they say we don't mind like some Europeans and Australians. We hate the Russians and the Chinese. They fucking can't stand them because the Chinese are rude as fuck, man.
Yeah.
They just like they go, hey, come here, to like the waiters and stuff, and I'm looking at them like, fuck, cunt. If you said that to me, I would bash you.
There was
they just rude because I think they're better.
Yeah, I saw a really good altercation in Crown Casino once between like some gold class fucking member of the Crown, some like Chinese millionaire who would just fly in and fucking gamble all his money. And we were there's like a Chinese restaurant there, I think called Silks, I think it's called. And so we're having like dinner at Silks. We're there with like family, friends and whatnot. And like we're having like the service was honestly fine. But this guy's like some fucking, big deal, spends a lot of money there. And he was such a fucking cunt. And like he's like screaming at these people in like Cantonese or Mandarin or whatever the fuck they speak. And like it got to the point where he's like stood up at the table and he's like fucking slamming the table and he's like screaming at the fucking like waiters and the staff there. And it's just like, dude, like most of these people like are actually English speaking people. Like I don't even know if they fucking understand what you're saying. Like, but he was fucking losing his mind, man. And he like, for a restaurant setting, everyone's like, hey, cunt, sit the fuck down. Like, no one cares how much money you've got. You're being an absolute dickhead right now. He is number dickhead. We just never knew that number dickhead was a Chinese billionaire. Yeah.
Why would you care if you've got that much money? Like, why would you?
That's it. Here's the thing, right? Like, you're Chinese. You fucking love gambling. So you're not going anywhere. There's nowhere else you can do it here. So next time, go to Melbourne and try your luck there. Maybe there's some more fucking respectful Chinese wait staff there who like will fucking kiss your shoe and fucking polish your fucking nuts, like whatever you fucking want.
He's just yelling at everyone while he's biling on our property.
Yeah.
I've been to a few corners of the globe, and I've experienced a lot of rude people. But the Chinese
they're fucked.
They're not even in the same. They run pro league on being rude cunts. Like they are.
Is it a status thing though? Like with them?
I don't know. I felt like it was just the fact that it is almost literal dog eat dog over there. So they all those common courtesy things. Hotels, man. Even
I thought it was human eat dog.
High price hotels in fucking Kowloon. They won't even open the door for you. They just stand at the door like coming in round eye. Like, what's your deal?
Really?
It's fucking dude. We went to a restaurant and it wasn't like a not like a street food or anything like that, like a proper restaurant. They would not even come over to give us menus. Like they were serving other Chinese families that were coming in the door, and we were just like, what?
Fucking hell.
It's fucking wild. Yeah, they do. They hate you. They're like.
Well, I thought it was like classist, not racist.
No, it's that too. They got all of it.
Yeah.
No,
that's what I mean.
It's
they stack all racism decks on top of each other. It's like racism.
It's like
quarter pound.
They're like you're Chinese and you're fucking here, and then they're like, oh, but you're poor Chinese, you're fucking here, and they're like, you're what? Yeah. Like you're down here, like you're gone, you're off the scale.
And we're gonna get the CCP to follow you as well.
See the dog in the street licking the gutter oil. That's higher than you, middle class white boy.
Yeah, exactly. They're like, we don't need your money, we don't want your money. Fuck off, and then they spit it.
But
they spit everywhere. It's fucking disgusting.
Yeah, I know. They're doing it here too.
The main bonus is that now we've got digital ID coming in. That we get to deal with all that at home pretty soon. That'd be fucking awesome.
That's good. I'm glad my parents are rich. Then that'll put me like somewhere up.
Exactly. Like you'll get to be the one that won't open the door for me and Drew.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, but if you fuck around and do some bad shit, your social credit score will go, and you won't be able to travel.
Yeah, but if you have enough money, that shit doesn't apply to you, eh?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Normie can pay cunts off. We've still got
yeah.
Man,
it'll leave me poor very quickly though, because I'm gonna have to pay a lot of people off because I just constantly run my mouth, eh?
I can picture like
throwing
Hunger
money
Games.
at people.
I can picture like Hunger Games Normie in like a silver suit with like eyeliner and like no peasant.
Yeah.
Smoking one of those cigarettes with like a holder.
Yeah. Oh, please give me a holder. I want the cigarette to take a minute for the smoke to hit my lips. That's what I want. You know, when you're like,
it has to take a bullet train to get to your lips.
Well, due to this podcast, our social credit would be in the fucking shitter in
it's
2 seconds.
We're already pre-cancelled. Like we're pre-approved.
We're on some list already.
We're the example they use on how to set the stars, where they're like, "This is how you get no stars," and then they just play an episode. Yeah.
How funny is it that like the people? Because I was watching a documentary about one of these guys who was a troublemaker, and he had a shitty social credit score, and he wasn't allowed to catch a train or a plane or do much of fucking anything. And so when they get to that level, they usually can't get themselves back out. Right? They're fucked. Right. They're blacklisted. So they have to fucking get like smuggled out of the country, basically, because they're fucked. Otherwise,
that's fucking hectic.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, so
that's wild, man.
Yeah, it's like a bad credit score.
I'll try and find out a bit more, but there's like a uprising movement among like a lot of the young Chinese called Tang Ping.
Oh, yeah.
They're basically just going, we're fucking done with this shit, like, and started a whole counterculture around this. And it's like, it's slowly, it was a meme, and then it was sort of a small campus movement to the point now where it's like it's a full counterculture.
Right?
I'm not sure.
Beijing's the only city where like they're a bit more liberal, apart from Hong Kong.
It's still like there's parts of the mainland, there's parts of like Hong Kong, especially because Hong Kong is a lot of like progressive like uni students and stuff like that. But just the fact, because they like, I've seen interviews with kids where they're like, we can't fuel up our scooter. When your social credit goes in the toilet, they won't let you. You've got to scan a QR code to get in your home, and they remove your scan for your home. So you just if your credit gets low enough, you become fucking homeless. That's how rad it is.
And then they put you in the fucking soup.
Isn't
you become gutter oil.
Isn't that counterintuitive to like your whole thing where you're like, we want people to like participate and like have a good median score, and so it's like you rebel a tiniest bit, you're instantly homeless. Like, sure, that probably does mean death in China. But then, if I was a homeless 0-star fucking social credit score Chinese person, I would be ruining everyone's fucking day. So I'd be like, okay, I can't scan my QR code. I can still jump the fucking gate into the train station. And then I'm just going to be in the train just like molesting people and just like fucking stealing money and just being a fucker. Like immediately. Just immediately.
I love that you immediately went to molesting people. Like there's no other option to say, well, if I'm going to create civil unrest, just...
It's a great way to start.
Oh, I fucking offended these two Chinese chicks in this nightclub. Me and Dan, you know Dan, German Dan.
Yeah.
We went to this club, and these girls came straight from, I think they came from Beijing, and they were smoking, both of them. And I just said, "How you going?" And they go, "Hi," and I go, "Oh, you can speak English. You don't look Balinese. Where are you from?" And they go, "We're from China." And I go, "Oh, sick. How are you enjoying it here?" And they're like, "Yeah, it's good." And they both had heaps of tats.
Yeah.
And I'm like, "You're from China?" And they're like, "Yeah." And I go, "And you got tats?" And they're like, "Yeah." And I go, "You live in China?" And she's like, "Yeah, China is the best." And they kept saying that China is the great. And I'm like, "How do you have tattoos? Like that many tattoos? You wouldn't be allowed in places." If you had that
They said they sound like CCP Midori girls. Like, what did they?
I called them CCP. They got hell offended, and they just
Really?
walked off. I go, "Yeah, sounds like CCP bullshit to me," or something like that. And they both looked at me and then just fucking walked off.
Yeah, they're like, the jig's up.
Yeah.
He's onto us.
You couldn't have that many tattoos. Like you can't.
No.
There's no way.
No.
You wouldn't get allowed into places. But apparently, I've heard that Beijing is a little bit better for that. Like you can actually have a tattoo, and they'll accept you.
But maybe they have tattoos, but they just like cover up. You know.
These chicks had like full.
Yeah, but they're in Bali now. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
you
that's
could probably. Like, do they have their hands done and shit or not?
No, not hands. No.
Yeah,
See,
so they probably just cover up.
They could be one of these like the little rich bitches that instead of going to college, they just travel the world on mummy and daddy's fucking.
Yeah.
You know, Temu fucking store money.
It's weird because they kept on saying China is great. You should go to China. I'm like, yeah, maybe one day I will. And she's like, yeah, it's really good. And I'm like, why do you keep saying that all the time? It's like, I don't say Australia is the best. Come to Australia. I was like, go if you want, whatever. You know, it was weird. It's very weird.
They're plants, man.
Yeah, it sounds very. What do they call it? Guerrilla marketing.
Yeah. I don't know. I'd be interested to go to China just to see what it's like, but I don't know if I'd be stoked.
Just to bang those two chicks, eh?
Yeah. And anyway, midway through the 4-way with the 3 Chinese girls.
Well, Dan asked me, he's like, "Oh, wait, where'd those girls go?" And I go, "I think I offended him," and they just fucking walked off.
Yeah, they took the red eye home.
Fucking Dan's a menace in bars, eh? Jesus Christ! Anything with a vagina is fucking fair game, and he's just going hard. He's having a good time though.
Even
I mean, that's
what?
when you've rolled the dice, fucking day trading the crypto market, there is no more fear, bro. Like,
yeah. He's got a fuck ton of fucking coin. He picked them up when they were $400 a coin, and they're fucking $90,000 Australian now.
I'm so sick of hearing about these cunts. Like,
man. It's fucked,
so
eh?
jealous.
But the thing is that like you're not going to get a return of that much ever again on Bitcoin.
Oh no, that's what I mean. The
maybe
bubble,
Ethereum.
Yeah, but not fucking 2,000, like 20,000 fucking percent. Like
percent. No, you're not going to. But like they even said within 6 months to a year, it's going to get over 100,000. So it's at 90,000. I don't know what percentage that is return, but that's quite a lot.
In US, man, it really sucks, right? Because from a tech perspective, like blockchain is like a far superior way to do anything for record keeping in terms of having something immutable that can't be fucked with. But I mean, the more I look, like, and a lot of other people are the same, like it really does seem like Bitcoin in particular is just a way to funnel money from the middle class and then at some point rug pull it.
Yeah.
And that's what it's feeling like currently. It feels like they're just waiting for more people to pump it, and they are gonna rug it.
Oh, imagine if that happens. People are gonna fucking go insane if that shit happens.
Yeah.
But there is so I don't know much about this shit. Dan's been telling me stuff. So the most currencies have a coin, crypto. So there's a USD. There's more than one, but there's a
USDC.
USDC or USDT.
Yeah, and T. Yeah.
Yeah, and so you can. I don't know it's very stable compared to everything else because it's based off the dollar. So most of these guys will chuck their money in that and then just day trade with portions. So at least they're kind of more safe that way.
Yeah.
But if you've got like a shit ton of Bitcoin, I don't know if they just can.
I mean, the other issue is you talk about USDC and USDT. I mean, they're pegged to a dollar that isn't pegged to a physical gold or silver backing anymore. So there's a guy did a great article years ago on he called it the factor. Was it the factor of vulnerability? And it's some sort of exponential fucking equation or formula because of the fact that money is not backed by gold anymore. So he's like, you have to realize the volatility of any of these currency backed tokens isn't 1-to-1. It's not even close to 1-to-1. It differs from 1,000 to 1 to 10,000 to 1 of the day because there is literally, money's not back to anything anymore. So it's
money that's not back to anything, and then a crypto coin that's back to the thing that's not back to anything.
Exactly right. So it's like 10 to the power of 2 sort of.
Yeah.
It's fucking scary.
It is weird. Like I still don't really understand it all. Like I'm learning a lot of it, and it's just like it's the same with any stock or share. It's just made up fucking numbers on the screen.
Yeah, that's the thing. It is like Bitcoin's a slightly different beast as well because it's proof of work. It's not a proof of stake or anything else. So Ethereum and Bitcoin, differ wildly in that respect. But they're both it's bits, it's ones and zeros. So
and the thing that I still don't really understand is that you can do more and more things as time goes by, buying it with Bitcoin. Like you can book hotels and stuff now, and you can do quite a lot of things, but not really that much. Like you can't buy your groceries with it.
It's kind of like you can buy things with gold, but would you really? Like, wouldn't you use a smaller like that? And that's kind of what Ethereum and ERC20 tokens are for.
Yeah,
but it's the same deal. It is all just bullshit.
But isn't the whole point just to fucking like sell it? Like, let's say like you trade with it. You make money off that, and then you use that money to fund your life, right? That's the whole purpose.
Well, that's what Dan does.
Yeah. And if you're lucky enough to be one of those people that was in there anywhere from 2013 to 2019, pretty much. You can do that, but unless you've got hundreds of millions of dollars to put in the game,
it's too hard.
Man, they're going to rug it. I'm telling you. Like, I really do think that Bitcoin will get rugged at some point.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. The one other thing that's very interesting is how hard the banks make it for you to transfer money from your bank to one of these apps to use to buy Bitcoin. They fucking don't want you to do it.
Now, it used to be so. Even I wasn't day trading, but like I was, I'd see opportunities. I'd see really good buy signals, and I'd be like, cool, I've got a spare 4 or 5 in the bank. I just transfer it straight into my exchange, buy within an hour. Cool, got it at that price I wanted it at. Whereas nowadays I've noticed it's 24-hour transfers for almost all the banks. So it's like unless you're fucking dollar cost averaging for years and you don't care about the price, you can't day trade in Australia, that's for sure.
No. So to get around it, there's an app for Australia to access Bitcoin, but what you can trade to another app with no fees or anything. So you're
lending effectively.
Yeah. So what everyone does is use the Australian app if they're in Australia to buy the USDT. And then they just transfer it over to the American app. And that's how you get around it. And so these cunts were that like pedantic about it that they wouldn't let me do any transfers. And they kept blocking them. And then they rang me and said, "Oh, are you sure you
Yeah.
want to do this transfer?" And I'm like, "Yes, I fucking
Yeah.
do."
Yeah.
Aren't you glad? Do you feel so safe now? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
thank
they're fucking.
God
They
for
must
our
be stressing
safety overlords.
because everyone must be just ripping their money out of the bank to put it in this stuff. So yeah.
I still find it so weird though, because the banks, like the whole they just shit money because they're sitting on a fucking literal gold mine that just creates interest and they live off that interest. So I really don't understand what their like concern is with all that, because it's like, sure, some people are pulling out like crazy sums of money, but the vast population who rely on the bank to hold their money are not doing that. So they're still making a killing. Is it really affecting their Christmas bonus that much?
Well, because now, this is the thing. So they've relied on for the last few years. You want to talk about money being in the ether? Banks, man, since the digital age, these ones and zeros, none of that money existed. It was all horseshit, and now they're being held to task because holy fuck, we're going to have to hold some actual tangible assets because people want their money. Fuck, what do we do?
Well, that's the same thing with the thing that we're trying to do in Australia with taking cash out.
Yeah,
exactly.
Like, where are they going to get all the money from if enough people will fucking do it?
Oh no, we have to actually produce the money.
Yeah, we got to make some. Yeah, it's crazy, eh? But yeah, I don't know, but like, I'm not sure how much people take out to put in this like Bitcoin and stuff like that, but they're definitely concerned with it. That's for sure.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and another one that's interesting that is still like a grey area is super. If you want to manage your own super, they're not allowing you to do Bitcoin, but it's a share, right?
Oh no, so, you still can, but it's very painful to do it. Yeah.
Yeah. Because they don't want you to do it.
So you can still do it. To do it yourself is an unenviable task. There are still 2 or 3 portfolio brokers that you can do it through, but it's like $3,500-$4,000 a year in fees. So unless you're making no gains, what's the point?
The whole super thing fucking really pisses me off because like you're earning this money. It's your fucking money. And then they force you to take it off you. They fucking put it on this account that you can barely control. And when you do control it, if you do well in it, all it means is that you pay more fucking tax later when you go to actually collect it. So it's like, and if I give a fuck,
whatever you want.
Yeah, if I give a fuck and I really put some effort in and like do the best kind of like investment I can in my super, fucking the next minute, like I've made like, let's say I fucking bank like $5 million in some like high risk return sort of shit in my super. Then based on how much you have, determines what you get taxed at, right? Like it's not just like a standard tax amount. It's not like the more. Surely it would be weighted, man, because they always weight that sort of shit. You know, so it's just like, what? Like why? Why? Like just give me my fucking money now. Give it to me now.
And look at 2008. Like I probably lost between 30 and 40 grand in super in 2008.
Yeah.
Because they use our money to gamble.
Yeah.
And that's how they make their money.
Yeah. That's why I think that the banks are a little bit worried with the Bitcoin thing, because you take all that money out and now they can't use your money to make more money.
Yeah, exactly.
And what Chris just said is also a good point, because crypto, you know, he's saying that governments just make currency out of thin air, whereas Bitcoin has a limited supply. But not all crypto has a limited supply. But Bitcoin,
no, that's right. A lot of them are inflationary. I mean, Ethereum is deflationary, which is very interesting, but it's still not going up as much as predicted. So it's
not.
It's a crock of shit. Look, and that's, if nothing else, maybe Bitcoin was a fucking plant for the good guys to get people to wake up to the fact that like the banks don't have tangible money. They haven't even got your money, any of the rest of it. I don't know. But I
thought Bitcoin was basically a way of like being like, here's a stable currency because it is actually stable because there's X amount. Like even with gold, like if you find a massive gold deposit tomorrow and there's like a fucking $1 worth of gold there, then the fucking dollar plummets because all of a sudden this thing, it's a resource based thing where if you just set the value as like this, then it's a stable, like, just precedent. You know, you can't fuck with it. I thought that was the idea.
Well, that's the idea, but the problem is there's literally there's 5 whales, whether they're organizations or nation states, that can drop the entire crypto market tomorrow if they sell.
Yeah.
So at least,
that would be crazy.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. That's why, you know, whether it's a CIA plant and whether they have the fucking private keys, or, you know, whether it's just fucking China that owns 65% of it, and they're going to dump it whenever they feel like.
The problem is that it does bring up that thing of like it's still manipulable in some way. Like it's malleable. You can still, like, if you buy it all up and then fucking dump it, like, of course there's going to be a fucking flow-on effect from that. It's like the whole idea of money, like, just.
But it's not a tangible thing again, right? It's just a digital made in the ether thing. All right, there's a limited supply, there's a capped amount, but it's not real.
No, that's right.
Like gold's real, so you get gold and you're probably more safe. But yeah, I don't know.
I mean, unless you're one of those nerds that buys a physical Bitcoin and fucking sits it on the display thing behind their YouTube fucking shelf.
Fuck.
Nerds.
Fucking rich nerds. Goddamn.
Fucking rich nerds.
Oh, check this one out, man. I saw this the other day. There's, Kiss at a Kiss concert, and they've got like pyrotechnics. I thought it was hell funny because he doesn't even realize. Check this out.
Is his hair light on fire?
Yeah.
Man, that is the most metal thing I've ever seen.
Well, yeah.
How's he like?
And he just fucking plows through and keeps going. What a champion.
In Paul Stanley's defense, he probably doesn't have any feeling left after all the plastic surgery. So,
yeah, that was pretty funny. I thought that was good.
What a mad cunt!
Yeah,
fucking epic, eh? They would, like, his hair would be the most flammable thing, like, on the planet as well.
It's exactly what I was thinking. Yeah. The amount of product in there.
I'm surprised only that much of it caught on fire. Like, he should be immediately turned to ash. You know?
I mean, I wonder if adrenochrome is flammable.
They put in a fire out with, like, fetuses, just like.
Just putting his hair out with dead babies.
Yeah. Oh fuck!
What a way to fucking tail off.
Yeah. On that note, I might actually tap off. I'm fucking knackered.
Oh, you cooked as well.
Oh, I'm just tired, man. I've been fucking working crazy hours, so.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
Oh.
So
Fair enough.
sorry to the Patreon guys. I don't think there's going to be a Patreon tonight, but yeah, I am fucked. So.
Fair enough.
We'll do a fucking Supermax Megatown fucking Mad Dog Super Cunt episode next week.
Yeah, I think what we should do is, while the pod gear's here, we should do the Stogie episode here, and then I can bring it up to the office.
Yours?
Yeah. But
do it.
That means you need to get your fucking ass back to fucking Australia, cunt.
No, I can't. I don't want to.
Yeah.
To be fair, you're working out of cafes, getting rip starts, like hanging out with Dan. I don't blame you. Like, can I come?
Yeah.
You may.
No one blames you.
Honestly, we should fucking just get a villa over here. It's cheap as chips. If there's a couple of people, fuck. It's like, $50 a fucking week.
I don't feel like doing any sort of shipbuilding in fucking Bali though. I can't live there for 3 months.
No, that's true. Yeah. You could build the ship so they can all illegally come to Australia, man.
No, we don't. No, we don't. They don't need ships anymore because the fucking Australian government is building them ships. When they come here, dude. When they come here on their shitty wooden boats, the Australian government is now literally being like, "You came here in a wooden piece of shit." They sink it and they build them a boat and put them on it and send them back.
What?
Yep, they're building them. They're building them better boats, so when they come back, they're harder to sink. And it's like it's this whole like, oh, we care about people's lives. It's like, dude, they're fucking coming here illegally, and we're building them these fucking like nice vessels and then sending them back.
So
It's
now
like, if I was a Balinese dude, I'd be rounding up all the fucking women and children, forcing them into shitty rafts and sending them to Australia and building a fucking pirate fleet when they come home. And
So
then I'm
it's
just
like-
going to
it's
take
like
the
pimp my-
country.
Pimp my boat.
Yeah.
First edition.
Yeah, West
All
Coast
these-
Customs, bro. They just
all-
fucking come down
all-
in a piece of shit and
all these
leave in a
fishermen.
fucking mega yacht, bro.
All these fishermen are just like, have you heard you go to Australia, they give you a fucking new boat?
Dude, literally,
Just
though.
fucking go.
Are you telling me that I could just paddle in, paint myself brown, paddle in on a fucking foamy bodyboard,
Yep.
and leave with like a 15-footer? Just
As long, I think they're bigger than 15 foot, man. Like they're decent sized vessels because the
Big,
boats
right?
that they come over in are big boats. They're just pieces of shit. Like they're flogged out. And so they're like,
Yeah.
oh, we can't send them back in this. It's too expensive to like fly them home. And it's like, you know what's way more expensive? Building them fucking vessels, fueling them, and then sending them back over. Like,
Just put them on a fucking cruise ship or some shit.
No,
Just going
just-
that way.
when you come they're already half sunk, just get a dude on the 50 at the front and fucking see you later. You'll never
Right, you-
fucking
you
see
just-
him again.
you just told me that your mob are looking for fucking workers.
It's true.
There's- hey,
Put a
is it-
put
it
a
depends.
Watt Master screwdriver and a roll of TPS in their hand. Fuck, good to go.
We already have enough Filipinos, mate. We don't need any more. The whole shipbuilding industry is like 90% Filipino.
Is it really?
Oh, yeah, big time, bro. Big
That's
time.
funny.
All,
Yeah.
all of Henderson, man. Like, they're all Filipino. It's
Are
crazy.
they? And are they just on like temporary visas?
Yeah,
Or
or
they
they've
live
like
here.
they've worked to like live here, and then they just make bank and send it all home.
Man, I'm employing remotely Vietnamese guy that does drafting for me. Fucking cunt is like lightning fast.
Yeah.
Like I send him usually over here in like Australia, I'll send an email out to someone to say, can you check this, revise this, send it back. It'll be like 2 days, 3 days. This cunt, I'll like literally just press send and like I'm like, how did you even fix that up that quick?
Yeah.
It's fucking amazing, man. This cunt is on fire. Like, I'm like, damn, I'm gonna keep using it.
He must be in cahoots with the people that are doing that vaccine research for the pandemics that haven't happened yet. Where he's got a minority report brain. He's like,
traveler, bro. Yeah.
yeah, he's like, Drew wants this, and he just waits for email to come, and he's just like, bang, send me the money.
Is his email address at stargate.com?
Well, you can't knock their work ethic. That's all I'm saying.
Oh yeah, 100%.
They're on the ball.
You
compared
come with
to
the
Aussies.
Filipinos though. The Filipinos, they'll work hard, then they'll get the gig, and they just fucking pump the brakes immediately. Oh yeah, hard. And they're like, they don't. No job is like a one-person job. It's like a six-person job. Like every job. Yeah,
Yeah, right.
yeah. And
People
they just
working
like
there.
sit there and talk shit all day.
Yeah, right.
But the Filipinos are lovely, man. Like I'm talking a lot of shit, but like they're the fucking nicest people ever. So like,
Yeah, they are. Yeah.
I have zero issue with the Filipinos infiltrating the shipbuilding industry because A, they've already done it, and B, they're hell nice. So it's
Yeah,
like it's a
definitely
time. It's a time.
And they can't. You got to give them a break. They can't say F's probably.
Yeah, and
Filipino.
it's so
Filipino.
fucking good, man.
I do 1,000 clips.
Dana, don't you want to finish your food?
Yeah.
All right, boys. I'm out.
All right. Yeah, we'll finish up. It's a
Yeah.
short one tonight, but that's cool.
Sorry, listeners.
Yeah, all right. So next week, hopefully, if everyone's not crook and dying of vaccine-related issues,
Josh will be less of a sick cunt.
yeah, you guys can fucking sort it out, and I'll just
We'll do a
Skype you.
Durry episode, eh?
Fuck yeah! Oh, there's a like I think I showed you before, like literally just down the road, like 500 meters down the road is a fucking a cigar and whiskey lounge. It's fucking
Yeah,
awesome.
and it's got like 2 seats in it or something.
Yeah, it's very small. Yeah,
Yeah.
but it's cool, and they got
Yeah.
two cigars.
What actually? What was it? I meant to ask you about that. Did they? Oh, sorry, unmute. Did they have like just Indonesian cigars, or did they have Cubans?
Nah, yeah, they had Cubans, they had all sorts of shit,
Okay.
but they didn't
Oh,
have
nice.
the fucking gauges. They just had a big box full of fucking cigars, and I'm like, oh, all right,
Ugh.
cool.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, yeah, they were all sealed and shit, but like it wasn't. They didn't have the lengths or the gauge.
Okay,
Yeah,
so some guy opened a bar and just happened to have cigars,
That's
basically.
basically what it is, yeah. But
Okay.
they got good whiskeys, so that's cool.
Yeah, sweet.
Yeah, nice.
Righto. All right. Well, see
All
you
right.
next